Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi, Robbie. Hi, Donald and Lisa. Hi, Nancy. And hi, Troy Sutton. Thank you for coming tonight. Just give me a thumbs up that you're able to hear me. I do see the green lights coming up. Just want to make sure you can all hear me. So good to see you all tonight. Thank you so much, Robbie. The reason, hi, Susan, Herb and Bucket, and Lone Cross Scotty, thank you for coming. And Joy Bartlett, thank you for coming. The reason I decided to do this live tonight was to inform everybody that I will be going live at this time, taking over Jack Dyer until he decides to come back. I figured, hey, and there are some other people that said that this time would be better for them. And hi, Simply Jan Homestead, thank you for coming in. I'm going to see how this works. We're just figuring out things, and I figured, hey, maybe this would be a great idea. Even Nancy said it might be a great idea to do this, so I'm doing it. Perfect time. Yeah, Susan is out in Utah. Not going to say what city, and she's an hour behind me and stuff. So it's like it's going to get a little bit of different. You like the new time? Okay. Thank you. Hi, Jane Doe. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but I figured, hey, I may as well do this and let everybody know that this will be the time. The thing is that I'm going to be doing this every other Sunday. So I'll be doing it the first, third, and if there is a fifth, yeah, Ronald. Wild Huckleberry said hi to you.
Thank you.
That's Robbie and Sonia. Yeah, that's what's going on. So this will be my regular time that I'll be going live, and don't know what I'll be doing, And Donald and Lisa are on Money Pit Homestead. They said hi to you. There's my bro. He's back there. But I know there were some people that were definitely wondering. I'm going to try to hold this still so you guys can see the pattern. This is the blanket I'm working on for. Oh my goodness. Is money or not? My Alaska Bill. So this is the blanket I'm working on for him, and this is what I ended up doing. I unrolled the ball and I just put it down in there. Yeah, this is a 6-ply high Ruby at Rushing Wind Mountain. Do you like this new time now, Ruby? Yeah, this is going to be like I said, this is a much bigger than I've ever done. I've usually done a 5, where it's a 5-ply, but this is a 6. Yes, I figured it did because you're out west. I have a feeling, and maybe maybe I will end up doing this. I don't know, because with having the arthritis sitting here for an hour, my legs get to swelling. But this Monday, I will be going for my evaluation for physical therapy to helping my knees not to swell, which will definitely be good. And then, with doing this, maybe there'll be some times where I could go on the 4th and the 2nd and the 4th, at 1:45. I don't know what I'm going to do, just trying to figure things out. Now, let's see here. Yeah, it's been a while because I went to that doctor in September, and how the state ended up working is because I'm on Medicaid. They have to get prior approval. I know that my doctor or his nurse sent every single paper that they needed, and they said no, they didn't get it all. I think they do that to see if you're really committed, that you really want this done. Yeah, well, something, Ruby, I gave up that 1:45, which it could be 2 your time, which would be 2, 1, it would be 12 o'clock your time. Ruby, is that is open. There is nobody at the I did it at 1 at that time. I did it at 1:45 because of Simple Acre Homestead went live at 3, and I wanted to give everybody a chance to go to the bathroom, get another cup of coffee and stuff. Yeah, I would definitely, whenever you've gone live, I've always come in. I may not chat, but I always tell you that I'm there. If you decide to do that. She plays this beautiful music and shows, like does an ASMR, relaxing, and where you can look at a beautiful scenery. But yeah, this thing is, you're welcome, Ruby. Yeah. Because that would give me something to be able to do until I wait for Simple Acre to go live. And then, of course, the next channel that goes after Simple Acre is, so they go at 3. At 4 o'clock, there's 2 channels that go live at 4, is Whistle Stop Homestead, Ed. This is a blanket yarn, and it is a 6 ply. It's by Lion Brand, and this is, I guess, exclusively being sold in Walmart. This 6 ply is, and there's also a 5 ply that's of course much smaller. But yeah, it's, and you see the crochet hook I'm using. This is an N 10 millimeter. Thank you, Jane Doe. But yeah, I have, we picked up 6 more of these, not this color, but a different color that I have back in my bedroom. Let me see. I think I got a picture of that. I'll show it on my phone. There it is. I'm hoping this isn't too bright. That's the other, I bought six of these in that color. There we go. It has some, like a blue, brown, black, and that white in there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's that'll be the next color that I do in the middle of this. Going to be really, really beautiful. And then I have another one of these balls of that color, and I'll put that at the other end. See you later. Love you. Yeah, Jan, that's okay. You need to keep your house warm. Look at what I see up there. There's Gigi sitting on my shelf with my nativities. She keeps moving things around. Hey, Gigi, pretty girl. You guys see her sitting there? Yes. And if you want to, my mods usually don't drop your links. If you want to drop your link, Nightbot is graciously come to my live tonight. Type yarn in the chat, and it will drop your link so other people can go and sub to you. And also, yeah, I'm glad you are too. That is so nice, Ruby. I'm glad you're loving that scrubby. I'm thinking about changing the way I do my scrubbies. Instead of using that polyester yarn, I found some mercerized cotton yarn that it also said it can scrub dishes also. So I'm going to look into making those with the regular cotton with the mercerized cotton and send some out to my friends and ask them, hey, what do you think of this? So it's a full cotton type scrubby instead of cotton and man-made. Mercerized cotton doesn't absorb water, but it does scrub. You watched my replays. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's amazing how I've learned to do this. Yeah, the mercerized cotton is a little more processed. And, I picked up some mercerized cotton from the senior center. And I thought it would be, I'll check them out and see what I'm going to make one for myself and see how it does, and scrubbing my pots and pans and stuff like that. Maybe it'll work. Because then my friends will have all solid cotton type yarn. Yeah, it's not real absorbent, but I still think it'll work with the scrubbiness of it. I'm learning more things about different types of yarn. I'll tell you, this blanket's really warm. I don't know if I'll do the full hour, but I know I'm not going to quit at 15 minutes after I started a live. It's like, but I did want to thank you all for coming tonight, and I wanted to thank my replay crew and my TV watchers. There may be TV watchers that I don't know about. Really grateful that maybe this time I'll bring more people to the live. And thinking about it, I could still do the other live and just do like a half an hour and let the people that are come to that live be able to go to the earlier one. I'll think about it. Now, see what I'm doing? You see that stitch marker there? To make sure that I do 100. Hi, Lydia. I think I pronounced your name right. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'm working on a blanket for Bill at My Alaska. So good to see you. I think your name is Lydia. I kept calling you Linda one time, and it's Lydia. or Linda. Linda? The White. No, Lydia. I'll get your name right. Jail, there's 112 rows or 112 stitches on this. And I divided it by 8, so each one, do 14 so that I make sure that I'm not adding stitches or 11 people in here. I mean, because this is a different time, and this was just a pop-up live, so I could talk to you guys and let you know what was going to be happening next week. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and schedule those lives when I get done with this one. So they're already in there. How to move this one again. There's that one. I know I'm not doing a lot of talking. It's hard to. Is there anything you guys want to ask me? I don't know what to talk about. I'm just working on this beautiful blanket. As I try 3 pairs of missing glasses. Oh my goodness. I don't try to lose my glasses because these are the only ones I have to be able to see and read. I can see far away just fine, but when it comes to reading something, I have to have those ones at the bottom. So I am farsighted, and there goes Gigi jumping down now. Yeah, next Sunday, I will be going live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah. Whew. Thank you for doing that, Jane Doe. You see what temperature it is up there? I'm going to do the other one. Let's see what that one says. So I am warmer than north, but you see what my temperature says? Wow. So yeah, it's cold outside. I don't think I'm walking outside with this dress on. No way. It's cold outside. You know what's really interesting? Let me tell you about where my weather station is approximately 15 minutes south of my house. I think it's about 10 to 15 miles, and it's at the airport here in Columbia, Missouri. So that's where this weather is coming from. And I live north of there. So says your weather is 10 Fahrenheit. Wow. Mostly cloudy with a temperature of 10 Fahrenheit, with the wind blowing from the north at 0 miles. Current humidity is 88. Wow. Oh, that's cold. Do you guys hear Gigi? I'm not sure where she's at, but yeah, she's. You do. Yeah, she does that once in a while. I was thinking I was going to see the other Jan in here. Oh, I just heard the other cat. Yeah, sweet little cat sounds. There'll be times I have my bedroom door closed because of the until I have all the yarn in totes where the cats can't get to it. She'll stand at my door and holler at me, and then I'll just talk to her. To bed early. These. Oh, okay. Are you gonna come over here, pretty girl? She's laying down on the dog crate over here. I guess I've told her enough not to come over here. But she's not going to. Oh my goodness. Needed a timeout. I don't live in Salute. It's Western Dakota's correct place is wrong. Oh, well, there was something that was very interesting about where my sister Christine lived. She lived in Howard County, but her mail came from a little town called Rocheport, which was in Boone County. So her mail was brought from Rocheport to where she lived in Howard County. Kind of strange. She lived just across the line into Howard County where she lived. It's kind of strange. I guess it was closer for her to have that post office bring to her instead of Fayette. So that's probably why. But she lived in I guess it was called Harrisburg. They do have a post office. You could, if you wanted to, is put the name of that city and then Washington and do it that way and see what it brings up. Hi, Barb at Ben's Over Acres. I love the name of that channel so much. Yeah. Oh, you've got to no match what post office it comes from. They always mess it. Yeah, they do. There it is. Conditions are 34 Fahrenheit. Wind is blowing from the east southeast at 2 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 98%. Hi, Karma. Let me inform you what's going on. I will be going live next Sunday. Jack Dyer at Dyer Family Farm decided to not go live. He wanted to spend more time with his wife and his family, which I don't have a problem with that. So I talked to him and I said I was thinking about taking over this time at 7 o'clock. I won't be going live unless having my arthritis doesn't feel so bad that I would go live at this time at 7 p.m. from 7 to 8 p.m. after the Wild Huckleberry, before Red Dirt Rooster Road. So next Sunday will be really this is my first live of 2026, but this was a pop-up to let everybody know that I'm going to be going live at 7 Central Time at this time instead of 1:45 in the afternoon. So that some other people can come and and be able to do this. Right now, I'm working on a blanket for Bill at My Alaska. And trust me, this thing is getting hot on my lap. So it may bring in some other people that couldn't come to the one at 1:45. Thank you, Joy, for putting that out for my next live that's going to be happening next. I haven't set it up yet. I think this is this live right now, but I will be scheduling those after I get done with this live. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know that this is a good time for you. Yes, it did. And I'm sorry I didn't let you know, but yes, it did come. And I love the crochet hooks you sent with it. But yeah, I will definitely be going. When I get done here, I'll be going in and getting it all set up for the next live that I have next week. I'll probably schedule out 2 at a time. Okay, tuck this under. So, yeah. Oh. When I get down to the end here, then Joy says hi to you, Ronald.
Hi, Joyce.
No, Joy.
Joy. Hi, Joy. Thank you.
Wow. Come. Gigi's back over there again. And here she comes. Come on. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here she is. There's the kitty. But trust me, she's not a kitty anymore. Oh, okay. You ready to go? There you go. Thank you, Jane Doe. She's definitely not as big as BB is. She's a lot lighter.
Big boy. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh, no, she's not, because when the pandemic was going on, yes, she's everybody's going to keep calling her a kitty because she's so small, but oh my gosh, she beats up on my big black cat, BB. She's just a little one, because we had her in this house when the pandemic was going on, and I didn't get her fixed until 2 years later. Hi, Money Pit. Like, so not nice. Yes, she's I honestly, I wanted her as my cat, but no, she wanted Ronald. She will lay on his belly or his chest, and he has told me that she has patted his head because something was going on. He wears a CPAP machine. The one he had was pretty old, and he was supposed to get a new one every 5 years, and I don't remember how long the other one was.
9 years.
9 years.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a new study every 5 years. I have 8 kittens. I say I not because Donald doesn't call me. Oh, it was really interesting when we had all those kittens that we had someone else had rescued, and then I kept them here, and we fed them and found them homes. Every time I had people here at my house picking up kittens. After we had, they pay me a little bit of money because I was paying for a certificate for them to go and get fixed at the Humane Society for $15. And I'd give them that certificate, and Gigi kept hiding. She would not, I could not find her. And then once all the other kittens were gone, she was the only one left. And I'm like, why do you keep hiding? And she started loving up on me and on Ronald. And I says, well, I guess she wanted to stay here. She decided, she says, I am staying here. Gonna live his blanket. Yeah, this is starting out with his blanket. Yes, this is Bill's. This is going to be Bill's blanket at my Alaska. He has a queen size bed, and this is to the width of a queen size bed, and I just got to do the length now. I have a feeling that he's not going to have any other blankets on his bed. So I'll tell you, this thing is really, really warm. I'm guessing that I'm not sure if he's going to get a notification that I talked about his channel. Wow. My goodness. Because of my income, I'm able to get certificates that make things less. I prove that I have disability and stuff, but yes, that is his link. Thank you so much. So people could go check out his channel. And right now I don't think he's in Alaska. I know he was visiting his family, but I don't know if he's back there now. Thank you. But yeah, he knows I'm working on this, and I had some 5-ply yarn that I put with this, and I just did not like it. So I ripped it all back out. Now to switch this here. There we go. First time I met Bill was at the 2023 Mid-America Meetup. That's where I met him, and his channel name was different then. I had a female calico cat here that had, I only seen one kitten, and our neighbor down the way started feeding her down there. They got her fixed and the kittens. So they've been at least taking care of her and her two babies. So at least they got fixed. There won't be any more kittens coming from them. They call them community cats here. What they end up doing is they notch their left ear. So you can see them at a yeah, it really is. We have to catch them in live bait traps and then take them there, and you get them back the next day. Well, everybody, I've done that row. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you all for coming. Let me put this out there. I will be going live on the 1st and 3rd Sundays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. On the 1st and 3rd Sundays at 7 p.m. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with the 2nd or the 4th. And if there is someone that wants to take over that time at the 2 or 1:45 where I was going live, I would like them to do that if they would. I'm leaving that open for everybody. And we'll see how I feel. And I might end up going live more, where you guys can watch me work on Bill, My Alaska's Blanket. Because that's what I'm working on right now, trying to finish it. And thank you all for coming tonight. I love you all. Have a great